hello, it's you again. So nice to see you. Well, I made a hammock down here in the teepee. This is the teepee that we built by the pond. It's the one where we made double posts. That one's double. The rest are just ones. These are made with 2x4s, 2x4x16s, and two of them are together. I don't need as many 2x4s to hold this place up as I do for other things because it's just to maintain the circular area is the only reason I needed them. Anyway, here I am. I can lie in the sun in my teepee, or I could close the sides and then I would not be in the sun. I love lying in a teepee, lying in a hammock. It's so relaxing, you know. You could stretch out, get energized again, re-energized. Somebody said to me on one of these comments yesterday, they said, "You're the first person I've met that has as much or possibly even more energy than I do." Isn't that cool? I don't know why I have so much energy. I think it's because I don't allow myself to not accomplish things. I've always got to be accomplishing things or I'm wasting my time. I cannot justify watching TV. Sometimes I'll watch a movie in the evening when I'm too exhausted to do anything else. But I don't waste much time. I like to read how-to books to how to do things, how to accomplish things I want to accomplish. I think it's so cool that we made a pathway all the way up to the upper pond. I mean, the upper pond has been, I always call it the upper pond. We named it Iceberg Pond. But, you know, it's always been so far away and very difficult to get to. If you want to get to it from the house, you have to go across the hills. But the hillside is like this, and so you have to walk along the hillside like that, and then descend to the pond along the waterfall. And it's not easy. And it's a lot harder now that my body has been catching up with my age. Whatever that means. Anyway, so we accomplished it. We made a pathway to the pond, and now we're going to start a pathway from here to the other pond, and then we're going to put a pathway between those two ponds. Or maybe we should just put the pathway from that pond to Horseshoe Island Pond. From Iceberg Pond, which is named so because it's got a spring that runs down the hill into it, and it is ice cold all the time. It never warms up because the spring is always running into it. Not like here where the springs run only when the water evaporates or something. I don't know, it doesn't seem to... I don't know, how does that work?
I think it's because that thing is always in the shade. It never gets any sun. This one gets a lot of sun.
Oh. Okay, so it's because that one's always in the shade, but it's also got a whatever it is, spring going into it. The spring does not start on our property. Otherwise, we could harvest the spring and make $1 million from selling our spring. We could become the next water bottling company. Now that's something to keep in mind, right, Willem?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Anyway, so this is my view when I roll up the sides. Which of course means that I have to... Hey, what's this wasp doing around me? Just because I'm yellow doesn't mean I'm edible. So I have to cut that branch that's hanging over right there and begin a nice little path from here. Beautiful area. Just beautiful. Look at the sky through those trees. Isn't that beautiful? And there's my Willem. Actually, his name is not my Willem. His name is Willem. There's Willem.
Hi there.
He's really gotten relaxed, you know, not working anymore. Some people really get tense about not working, but he's really enjoying it. It's because he retired. Got a pension. That makes all the difference, eh? So he's really gotten relaxed. It's really cool to see him looking so relaxed. He's just into it, right? What's life like now that you've retired?
Oh, nice. Somehow I fill up the time just as much as I work, but it's nicer work. Except it can be a little tiring at times. That's okay. Keeps me in shape.
He's getting very skinny. All this extra work and no McDonald's. I don't know. And even though it says in the song, it says, "Will you still feed me when I'm 64?" I don't think he's getting fed as much now that I'm the one in charge of feeding him. When he had the car off in the wilderness in the cities, and he could just off to McDonald's and have his lunch at work and have his supper on the way home and could eat whatever he wanted, and now he's rather cut off from fast food. He's getting very shapely now. I'm very shapely too. Round is a shape. Anyway, so here we are at the pond. I like this hammock. I like my view. I like my husband. And you know what's so cool? I spent all these years, 15 years here, I spent doing everything by myself. I would put two everywhere. I put something for Willem to sit on or lie on, and then something for me. I always had things in pairs, but I never used the other one, right? It was always just me. And so now it's not just me. Now it's him too. It's really neat. Something to look forward to. Don't think they should raise the retirement age to 70 or 75. That would be like you just work and then you drop dead. What fun is that? Anyway, so let's see. Is there something I should tell you? I like having a hammock in the teepee. Show you it again. These fabrics are black on the outside. That's a pair of cherry meadowhawks. Well, you saw it here last, and you could do this at home. Results may differ. Bye.